come here, my God, for power breakthroughs, my Father, to empower our minds, oh my Father, to set our goals in life, oh my God, and above all, oh my Father, to glorify your holy name, my God, because you have made our life to become beautiful, and our life is super, my God.
Purchase your tracks today.
Thank you.
Purchase your tracks today. 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 Purchase your tracks today.
Super life! Life is super! How do you feel? You feel superb. Non-members? Yeah, what's it doing at the corner? Okay, let's clap for the guests. Na hiyo makofi ya njaa na watu wamekunywa chai. Let's practice one more time. A clap, a clap, a clap, a drop, a drop, a drop, a stamp, a stamp, a clap again. Many claps for yourself. Okay, that's wonderful. First of all, I want to appreciate you all for having managed to be here. Oh my God, you're very, very smart. Wow. Tusimame. Tusimame, tusimame, Nairobians. Please don't be lazy. Simama. Let's clap for Nairobians. A clap, a clap, a clap, a clap, a drop, a drop, a stamp. Good. Can have a seat. Elderate leaders. Chariot, come and sit here. Nakuru. And the big boss herself, our representative in Nakuru, is right here with us. Let's clap for her as she comes to sit in her place. Madam Catherine Makofi. Yawa. Makofi mpaka akae chini. You know it's not easy to just swallow some billions and put them into a business that you don't understand, but you believe that it will come up and grow, isn't it? Yes. So she's our lioness in Nakuru. She has done a very big job and she's set up a beautiful office for Nakuru. So we are going to utilize that place and make sure we spoil the whole of Nakuru with super life. Sindio? Yes. She will come and tell us where the office is. Other people from Nakuru? Nakuru? Okay, I think they are preparing for the event in Nakuru. Leaders from Bomet. Bomet leaders? Bomet. Is this Bomet or Kericho? Bomet, Kericho. Okay, those are our leaders from Bomet, Kericho. Where is Ken? Okay, tuwapigie tena makofi. A clap, a clap, a clap, a clap, a drop, a stamp. Karibuni sana. Any other county? Mombasa? Wow, makofi. Those are our leaders from Mombasa. Karibuni sana. Yeah, yo makofi. Mnafikia Mombasa ni karibu. Makofi. We also have some guests, but they are still coming. We will recognize them as they come. Guests from Uganda. Uganda, stand up. Uganda. They are the people from Uganda. If you know you're coming from Uganda, you better stand. Uganda. Good, Makofi. Yeah, that is our leader from Uganda and our upcoming business partner. Okay. Any other county which is not mentioned? Oh, Kisumu. Kisumu, please stand. Makofi kwa Kisumu. Karibu, Mr. Olo. You've done a good job in Kisumu. Where is Woods? Woods has not yet arrived. Okay, Kiambu, please. Kiambu, please let's recognize our friends. It's not easy. Kofi, you're most welcome and you're very smart. Karibu sana. From West Pokot. West Pokot. Wow. That's beautiful. You're most welcome. I can see Super Life is really spreading very fast. And we are glad to have you here all. You're really, really smart. And I'm very certain you're going to enjoy this day. And please remember to write. That is why you have those books in front of you. Remember to write everything that is being mentioned because everything is important. Well, each and every one of you. Regardless of whatever our weaknesses may be, but God has created us in all a special way. And Super Life makes sure that it gives value to its members, makes you very important, adds value to you. We are here in this building because of our own member in Super Life. This history started because of our own member. You can be there, you have something good you want to share with us, and you feel like, will they even listen to me? We will listen. I want to take this chance and recognize a lady and a gentleman who are the reasons why we are here. So they are the great reason as to why we are here. Why am I bringing them here? To make you understand that everyone is special. Isn't it? Yes. Everyone is special and everyone is gifted in their own way. So don't keep quiet with your great ideas. They may help change somebody's life. Aren't you enjoying the services of Sarova? Yes. Yeah. So can we clap for them as they take a seat?
God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is good.
Thank you so much. I'm James Agoro Masao. I'm privileged to be here for the first time in my life. I come from Western, Luanda. I'm so happy when I was introduced to this program. I've done some, but I would say the product we have is second to none.
Amen.
Briefly about the compensation plan, it's second to none.
Amen.
I'm sorry to say that. They tell us we are going to pay you at the end of next month, the other date of the other month. So there's no difference with salary. But Super Life, it's money in the system, you get the money. Thank you so much and God bless.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Now, who is happy to be here? Me. And what's the source of your happiness? It starts from somewhere. It starts from that gift of life. Okay? That you are happy because you are alive today, right? Yes. Okay, then now Super Life comes in. And somebody once told me that every single day is a classroom. And so, I look at this day as a day for me to learn something. I'm here to discover, I'm here to learn. And so after I've learned whatever it is that I want to learn, now sky will be our lower limit. Are we there? Yes. And we will travel together this journey. And I thank each and every single person seated here for discovering this unique opportunity. And may God bless us all. Thank you.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for myself. I hope we shall carry ourselves, as the title says, to the next level. Thank you very much.
Life is super.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is Chege, and I'm happy and delighted to be here because, above all, I know I'm in the right place.
Oh, yes.
Well, this person I'm going to bring on board here will say just 2 words as the training starts officially. We're supposed to start at exactly 8:30. 8:30. So he only has like 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Good ideas together will become fantastic. Let's welcome our chairman of Super Life World Kenya to come and meet us.
Thank you very much, Daktari. I was busy there. I know it's me. So good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are you? Super Life.
Life is super.
Super Life.
Life is super.
It's really super to be here in Super Life. Really honored to have such a full house. Today was fantastic. I was being called by people who are here before the meal was said, before I woke up. and they were asking me where is the place. So that was a big challenge, and it is actually a very good beginning of the year. And I want to tell every one of you that you are in the right place. You know, sometimes people say things for granted. I will tell you, because for now close to 1 year, I have consistently, persistently followed Superlife, and it has transformed so many things in my life. So I want to tell you here, your health and your wealth is going to be super. It's going to be what? Super. And that is actually what everyone is looking for in this life. You want good health and as much as, and also you need what? It's like some of you don't need it, eh? Yeah, some people don't shy. You need it. You need to have health and wealth together. If one is missing, there is no balance. Yes. So let's stick to this Superlife, because I am not trying it anymore. I have seen, I have tested, I've gone. This is what has put me in the plane for the first time. Wow. So, and not once, yeah. Nowadays when I'm going for long journeys, no buses, no train, it's there. Courtesy of Superlife. So we are in the right place. That's why I'm repeating, in the right place. And when you look at me, how is my health? How does it look? And I'm not that young, no? I have a second year. My daughter is in second year in university. So that's so we are in the right. As your chairman, I'm repeating, you're in the right place. And I want you to sit down comfortably and relax. Maybe you are told to come here, you don't know why. But I want you to sit down. I want you to relax. I want you to absorb everything that is going to happen here. I want you to interact. Look at these people are beautiful. Look, these people are, when you are from this end here, you are wonderful. So make sure that by the time we are ending this day, at the evening of today, that you have made the firmest decision to exploit what we have here, because we have got both the health you need and the wealth you aspire in your life.
Everything I do with a passion. In fact, my username is Focus and Passion. Okay? And all the businesses I've done, there is no business that gave me good money in a short time. Actually, it was exactly 5 days I made $1,330. In this Nairobi, tell me where you can get that kind of money in 5 days. And you know what? I've given myself a target. If I don't make $1 million, by the time I'm 1 month in Superlife, I'll stop doing Superlife. If I don't make $1 million, when I'm 1 month old, I have no business here, because I have come to look. I have already written in my diary that I am making 100 million by 31st December 2019. And because I have the knowledge, our uplines have made that kind of money when it was very difficult. Okay? You see now, for us, the big job is done, isn't it? Yes. Because if all these are members, 3/4 or 90% are members, we are talking the same thing outside there. So it is so easy now, and the product is working for itself. Yes. In a short time. kununua vuvuzela niende on rooftops. Thank you. Let's meet at the top. Supposed to be exemplary leaders. You don't just make money. You also help other people to make the money. And how do you help? You're not going to be giving money to everyone. You're going to teach them how to make the money. Juleo utampea, kesho mpatie, kesho kuto mpatie, ukikosa the other kesho, siweni mbaya. The best way is to impact knowledge in someone on how to make money. The first thing, we started this program. We went with this mentality, tunaenda tupewe pesa, tufungue ofisi, tuweke, yani mashida zetu, at that time we thought zimeisha. Umaienda mahali, unajua unaenda kupewa pesa. We borrowed the money for the ticket to go to Malaysia because we knew tunarudi na pesa. Do you know these conditions of I have the numbers, nisinawapea biashara, they must give us the office. Sasa tumeandika mpaka list ya ile vitu tunataka. Tunataka ofisi, tunataka nini, sijui nini. You know all those things, we had them. Okay. They were also ready for us. So they listened to us, nini, najua Africa, sijui nini, all those common problems. They sat us in a class. 1 week, knowledge. We were given a lot of knowledge mpaka tukaona how stupid we were before. To an extent, we could not even talk about the money issue anymore. Now it was us to come back and look for money. Not just the one for borrowing the ticket. 5 million. 5 what? Million. Sasa hiyo umeenda na mentality unaenda kupewa. Unarudi wewe ndio unafaa utafute. That is how Super Life transforms you. There are people who come to listen for presentations, hata niende tu nisikize ni rafiki yangu, sijui nini. Asione so that hata mimi nikimuita asikose kwenda. Majority of the people come to the office with that mentality. Anatoka hapo kama, hey Jesus, where have I been all this while? So there's something that can give 94,000 instantly. I come back to the why. Why are you in Super Life? Why? If your why is based on your upline, please leave. If your why is based on your husband, leave. If your why is based on your brother, leave. Mother, sister story, forget. It is about you and you and you and you alone. To change your life, to change somebody else's life. Go back to your father up when everybody is praising you. Because those praises will bless your generation. But if you die and no one is like, father that amekufa, please, our word. Super Life changes you from nothing to something. How many approve of that? Let's be sincere. You know, kuna kuongea na kuna reality. How many say that Super Life has changed their lives from nothing to something? By the show of hands. Actually, mine is up like 3 times. Because it is the truth. So if it can change my life from nothing to something, why can't I also do the same to another person? Why can't you do the same to another person? Do you know we are going to eradicate poverty in Kenya? Oh, yes. Do you know that? Yes. Now, for us to eradicate poverty in Kenya, we must have knowledge. Because you're going to go to people and they say, sina transport, sina chakula, sina rent. How are you going to hit such kind of mentality? You have to be smart upstairs. Juu utamsupport mwezi moja ya pili, utachoka. Then you lose that person. And yet you want to help that person. So the knowledge matters a lot.
Don't become rich alone. Change your family, change your generation, change your friends. And that is why we are here. Are we together?
Yes.
We are not just here to eat, drink, what? Somebody is coming all the way from Canada to come and put knowledge in your head. Can you clap for yourself? It is not easy. People have tight programs, full commitments. But if that person says, okay, no problem, let me come. Meaning that is somebody who wants to change somebody's life. And that is what you are going to do. Let's make money, but we don't make it alone. Let's make it as a team. Sawa sawa? Yes. Let Superlife be different from any other company. Why Superlife? Right. Give me a started. Why Superlife? I'll just give 10 reasons why Superlife, and then start. Our leader can pick up from there. First company that has started worldwide at the same time with the African market. You just summarize it in the way you understand it. Yani hii ndio kampuni ya kwanza ambayo establish kwanza ndiye kakuja Afrika. Most of the companies do that. But hii inaanza na sisi. So we all started at the same time. Meaning Superlife worldwide is exactly 1 year, 6 months worldwide. In Superlife, you don't over-recruit. You just need to get your best two that have the potential to duplicate. You don't over-recruit, but you're free to bring in even 1,000 people. Who doesn't want money? It's a one-time investment. That is about the third reason. It's a one-time investment. Meaning, ukisha kuwa super, utakuwa super milele, mpaka ukufe, you can even pass over your account to your children. We don't renew our accounts. There is no monthly fee at renewal of our membership availability. Kuna zile you have to pay 5,000 to keep your account active, sindio? Yes. So us, we don't have that. Superlife pays instantly. It pays what? Instantly. It pays instantly. That is one reason. It pays daily. That is another reason. Usiziweke kama sijui kona. Those are independent reasons. It pays daily, instantly, and monthly. Daily, hizo ni sababu tatu. Daily, instantly, and monthly. Sasa sijui mtatafuta pesa wapi if it has all the criteria of paying money. Kama ni papo, kwa sport pesa, si utalipwa. Kama ni mjengo ya kila siku, siko hapa. Kama ni salary mwisho wa mwezi, siko hapa. Sasa mnataka nini yao? How many reasons are those? 6. Yeah. Superlife is the first company that is using the latest technology we call phytocellular technology with a special ingredient called glycoside. Okay, it is the first company using stem cell technology with phytoceltic formula, inclusive of a special ingredient called glycoside. Phytoceltic. Hey, you need to know why. Juu wa mtu atakuja aseme, "Hey, super, kwani iko na nini?" With phytoceltic formula. Juu hiyo glycoside na hakuna mtu ako nayo. Using a special ingredient called glycoside and a Swiss apple. Glycoside and a Swiss apple. How many results are those? The first company where the founder, hiyo ni point muhimu. It's up to you to create your own points. Huyu founder wetu amekuja mara ngapi? Kwanza, we are so privileged. In Kenya, this is the 4th time, and he's coming back in June. Makofi for Mr. Life. Let's recognize the presence of Madam Carol, Super Life lawyer. Makofi! Hey, hapa to come, we are number 8. Where the founder has passion for Africa and basically has come to Kenya 4 times. Not actually Kenya, Africa at large. Where there's business, he goes, he mentors, he advises. It's not just getting money, kukula pesa, nini. Akikupata na gari imechapa, utaibadilisha. Ukipata simu nini, sasa mimi juzi nimeambiwa sijui yangu si nzuri. Imagine. This is and so, we are pushed to do that because we have to change. We have to have good lives. Number 9. Number 9. Are we on number 9? Yes. Huh? Yes. So why Super Life? Somebody with a special reason why Super Life? Why Super Life? Esther, which? Why Super Life? Give us the 9th reason. When somebody tells you, Sayote, Super Life, what do you need in Super Life?
It has given me what I want.
It is the only company that is recognized by the Poissons board in the country.
Makofi kwa hiyo.
It is also the only company that has been awarded Oscar Award internationally.
Makofi!
I think for me the most important reason is that this product heals. So it's so easy to sell it because most of us are living testimonies of the healing that it has done to our body.
Makofi!
Super Life?
Life is super.
Today I'm going to preach. Let me be here. Okay? So, the purpose is Dominator Goal Setting Seminar 2019. So today we are going to take notes. Today we are going to take notes. On serious note, we always talk, that's why I'm not using a PowerPoint. Maybe if I use later. Now, I want you to write something about Dominator 2019 goal setting. And then, on it, you write this planner belongs to who? Is it you? Write your name. Write the date. The year. That is today. Okay? So, it's a plan. We are doing about 2019 planning. So, What's up in 2019? What are you expecting? January is already gone. So there are things that you did in January. Those things, you need to break them down. You better write them down. What you intended to do, but just let's go with what you did in January 2019. And then now we're in February. Because remember, January is gone. So if you don't put it in writing, it's gone. You either achieved or you didn't. For those who didn't, right? For those who put it down, they either achieved it or you didn't achieve. So let's go for February. Today is the second day of February. What is that you want in February? You put it down. Because you're the one who knows about yourself. If you are still having problem with food, put it down. The problem of, by the way, when I started Super Life, I started by solving the issue of food, I think. Because the car was not part of what I urgently needed. The reason why the car came in, let me give you a story. I left Malaysia. I remember, I think I shared with you how I went to Malaysia without a phone. So when I came from Malaysia, I came with a phone. A very good phone. I think it was around 42,000. So that was a very good upgrade. And this one came from the savings of the hotel, because hotels in Malaysia are very cheap. So what I expected, I paid much lower. So I was able to get a nice phone. And on the business that I went also to do, there was some good discounts. So I managed to get a phone. Now, I went without a phone. I came back with a phone of 42,000. That was J7 Prime. So from the airport, Madam came and picked me with the kids. And then we were heading to Eastlands. Nice taxis at airport. You see those cars, they are rarely seen on the Eastlands. So when we were going there, there's a need for us to move from this place. So that is how we were pushed to move from that place. So you must be having a reason. But we didn't move because it was in the plan. We made it urgent. I remember looking for a house without money. So I always believe that whatever you want, you don't need money to have it. Yes. I know? Yes. Yeah, we went to look for a house and we didn't have it, but we got what we wanted. So write down the February. What you want in February. This is February. Remember, it's the shortest month, and already it has started. So what is that you want? Is it sign-ups that you need? Target it. Put in writing. The Bible says, if you don't write, if you don't have a vision, okay, you will perish. People who lack with vision, inaenda aje? You have pastors, it will It will perish. For those who lack, in short, they tell you if you don't have a vision, just die. That's a humble way of God telling you that. You getting that? So it's you just need to write it down. Put your vision in writing. It says put it in tablets. Write it. So these tablets that we are using, they came long time ago. They're not like they're just coming now in Samsung. They were there long time ago. So now you put it down. That one for February. And then put for March what you want for March. What is up for you in 2019? Every month try to, what is up? What's your expectation? First of all, just imagine what you're expecting for 2019. That is from April, May, all of this month. Just be putting them down. So that now this one, it will help you. And then, 2019 dream and believe. What is that is in 2019? The dreams and the beliefs of your 2019. Okay? These are just highlights. It's a planner. So I'm not going to say you write this one. Because who is responsible for their life? Me. It's you. Yes. Who knows how the life is hurting you? For those who are hurt by life, you know, life hits hard and it pains you. So you are the one who knows that. So 2019 dreams and believe. What you believe in, write it down. Remember, you need a positive energy. Don't write anything negative. Even if you are believing in negativity, don't write that negativity on that sheet of paper. Just write what you believe in. Write your dreams for 2019. What is that the dreams? Remember, everything is a dream that you ever imagined until you put it right. Once you put it down, now it becomes a goal. Is it so? And not just a goal because you have written it down, it will turn into a goal when you specify when you want that. That's why you see we are having January, it's 2019. You are putting it down and then you are specifying, this is what I want in January. This is what I want in February. This is what I want in March. This is what I want in April. This is what I want in May. This is what I want in June. All the way to December. And then you also write down the 2019 dreams and beliefs, that one I'm just talking about. Now you try to start specifying them. You might not write them now all, it's because it's a planner. You can highlight it and then you will be filling that. And then 2019 achieves and repeats. Let's say you said something for January. You achieved it. Is it so? How many achieved their January targets? Yes, 1, 2. How many achieved their January targets? Oh, yo. And the others are just holding like this. Princess Carol, what does this mean when someone says, what have you achieved in? What does that mean? It's not sure. Did I achieve or I didn't? How many achieved their January targets? 1 person only. Another one is still thinking. Okay. Achieve and repeat. Remember, once you have achieved your target, you need to have a culture of repeat on that. My goals for this year, for 2013, for 2019, I mean, highlight the personal goals. Personal goals. What are these for you as a person? The very important aspect where people don't put important as part of goals. That is on the issue of personal. People, yesterday I asked people how many people are having books that they are reading. Because as aspect of investing in yourself for personal growth, you need books. I get surprised in most cases when I post on the group and people even don't read. You find someone and he tells you, wapi, uliweka wapi? Getting it? So many people don't read. It's a bad habit, it's a bad culture that at this age, you are in network marketing, you don't read. So most of the important things just pass by you. It's like you're still in nursery where you're getting a book and then what you're looking on this one is the beauty of motivator because it's in red as it is in black. And then you look at the logo which is at the background. So that is how the culture that you are still in. Even whatever that is on the group, people are still just looking for pictures. When you see these shots on the WhatsApp, how many people read long scripts on WhatsApp groups? Be open. God is watching. How many? 1 person, 2, 3. There are still others still doubting. Are you getting that? But how many reads short one? You see that? Okay? Do you know that short one sometimes has no meaning? Are you getting that? And that one I can attest to you, free of charge. Madam Sylvia is part of the short one. The long one, she does what? Short. Okay? But the long one is always what has what? The meaning and the message. This culture of thank you. There are those who say thank you as TK what? Something like okay? TKY. TKY. So there are those who have mastered, they know. TKY means thank you. So he also replies by putting an emoji. It's a bad habit. If at all you want to reorganize your life and you be serious, people won't take you serious when you're using those initials. People won't take you serious. And this one, it will affect you when you're even doing a big business. You're with a big person, okay? Today we are here, we are privileged to be with the ambassador, okay? And then you happen to get his contact. And then you are going to text him, and then he tells you, okay, let's meet tomorrow, and then you say, TKY. Now he's like, and probably it's not a digital one. You get it? So he starts thinking, oh, you to what is this? Are you getting it? So the personal one. And this personal, you're only going to get them and understand them more the more you are reading the books. The culture of reading books. Sometimes I reach at the office and I find these young boys, they're putting on some songs. These songs. So that is what just is playing. And the purpose of putting that screen in the office was for motivation. Because motivation is a fuel. Motivation is like fuel for you. So every day there is wear and tear in your brain and in your memories. So when you go through motivation, you are revived, you are reviving your spirit. So how many people listen to motivation today? Okay. Are you getting that? So it's a big challenge. How are you going to grow personal? You as your personal, you're just personal. You need motivation because these motivations are going to help you revive the spirit that is going down. Because every day, yesterday I told you that this world is surrounded by poor people. There are more, whether you like it or not. And there's nothing you can do. Whether you pray for them, you will pray and pray and pray. Instead of decreasing, they will be increasing. Do you know why? Because prayer can never end poverty.
Yeah, true.
Okay. There are people who are not here because they went to pray today. Because the situation they are in needs only prayer. Let me tell you the truth. Prayer will never end poverty. Are you together? And this is what the Bible says about poverty. Jesus said, preach to the poor. Preach to the poor. Now, the people are not going to church to be preached to, they are going to be prayed for. Say, pray for the sick. Is it so? And preach to the poor. What is preaching? Let me tell you what is preaching. Who knows what is preaching? Anyone to tell me? What is preaching? Teaching. Preaching is what? Teaching. So when you go, okay, I'll challenge you. If you're going to a church where they're not preach, where the preaching is about all that, you're getting nothing. Are you getting that? Free of charge. You're getting what? Nothing. Because even the same Bible says, God is watching for his word to fulfill. So when you go and then there is just why is God's word there? That is why he summarizes and he says, that is noise before me. You get it? So most of you probably you have been making noise to God. And you are blaming him. I have been in this church for the last 20 years and people are still challenging you. You make people not to come to Christianity because when they look at you, you don't look like a child of God. Are you getting that? I have ever interacted with Arabs. And these Arabs, they have reached to a point when you enter their house, they put like diamonds and gold in the house as a sign of riches. Because if they put their money in the bank, you can't tell that this person is rich. So when you visit his house or his car, there are some diamonds and golds inside. So you don't need to tell that this person is rich. You're able to see that. Are you getting that? But you're preaching Jesus who has more power than... Are you getting that? But the shoe itself is like this. Are you getting that? When you're moving, the shoes is not good moving where? Where? It's high time we change that. We live, and this will come when we have identified our goals. We have set our goals, we are working on the targets. Those who were yesterday, I talked about time. You will only value time when you know the cost of each second you have. Most of you here, when I ask you, how much is your second? You can't tell me. How much is your second, madam? Because we all have 24 hours. Now, what makes some rich and some poor? It's how they're using their 24 hours. This 24 hours is what makes the difference. When you value your minutes, when you value your second, zero it down to a second. Once you zero it down to a second, how much do you think you are worth? Just a second, even if you give 0.5 shillings a second. Have you ever imagined that? That is the time you will say, time is what? Is money. But so long as you have not broken it down, itakuwa tu as usual. Wacha tukuje tuongee. Tutaongea tu kesho, nitakuja, like that. And this happens and affects your business. Can I tell you how it affects the business? You get an appointment, and then someone tells you, when can we meet? And then you tell him, let's meet tomorrow. And then he tells you, no, let's meet next week. You get it? And then this next week, the first thing you do is what? Yeah, it's fine, next week is fine. Do you know why? Because you have not organized your life. So you are just ever available. So whoever that even you're booking appointment will not even take you serious. But if someone tells you, no, I won't be available tomorrow, I'll be available next week. And then you tell that person, no, next week I won't be around. I'll be probably out of the country. My diary is full. Maybe we do tomorrow evening. So you're the one who is giving time. I see that. I like politicians. People call them thieves, but poor mind are the one who calls them thieves. They do their things smart way. Are we together? They do their things in a smart way. Because if they are thieves, we know the thieves belongs where? To committee or industrial area. Are they in committee? No. Are they in industrial area? No. We sit and we say, Deputy President is what? Is a thief. Is he in committee? No. Is he free? Yes. If not, he's even escorted by police everywhere he goes. And the police are the one who arrest the thief. Are you getting that? So it simply means, you who is saying he's a thief, you have a problem. Because if he's a thief, he should not be free. Are you getting it? How does he bring his things? Smart way. Are you together? Personal goals, relationship goals. How are you intending to live relationship, the relationship goals? And then finance goals. For this year. Yesterday someone told me something about goals. There are chairs here, please. There's a chair here. The space. Zitolewe tu ziwekwe. There are chairs. There are chairs. 2 chairs here. There's another chair. Okay? So we have personal goals, relationship goals. You specify them. You yourself will be filling them. Career and others. What are these other goals that you really want to? Habits for success. Habits for success. That is the habits for personal. Just personal habits for success. How? Can you take your time to study the habits of successful people? Number 1 habit of a successful person, he doesn't wake up at 9 the way you wake up. There are people today, who came here and today is their achievement. Because since they were born probably, it's their first time to be in town by 7. Hello? You know, I'm having even others up to now, they are not yet here. They are not yet where? They are not yet here. So have a habit. The habits for you to be successful in 2019. Habits for success in 2019. That is as far as personal habits are concerned. Have a habit of waking up very early in the morning. Have that habit. It will help you in 2019. Okay? How many people in 2018, they were sleeping up to 8? Up to 8. You know I'm going to upside here. 1, another one, 2, another one, 3, up to 8, 2018. You get it, huh? And you still have the courage to say, I'm in the right track. I'll be rich. Have you heard that? I'll be rich. I tell you for free, forget until you change and start having habits of successful people. You study them. Dr. Jonas told us that the success, the top has enough space. The top has what? Enough space. But those people who are on top, they have put a password to make sure that not many people go there. So how will you go there? You need to associate with them. How are you going to associate with them when you have a problem of time management? Ambassador will tell you, let's meet tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then you say, the ambassador is an African. I'll go there 10:30. You will not find him. Are we together? You will not do what? You will not find him. Because part of his success story is time management. Even if we give him time to come and talk about his diary in a day, just a day, you will trace that. Are you together? Give me a story of a poor person, how he manages his time. Maybe he doesn't even manage the time. The time manages him. So, how the habits for the relationship, the finance, the career, and the others, those are the habits for success. So you need to highlight those habits. How are you going to deal with the people? For 2019. Let 2019 not be business as usual. Let it change. Let it change you. You know life is very funny. Life can either change you or you change it. Serious. But most of the people have been changed by life. For me, I was very poor in 2018, but I'm intending to be more poor in 2019. Again, that because the way I am looking at things, I don't see any change. Because things are moving from good, in fact, from worse to from bad. They are saying, for me this year 2019, I'm seeing things are moving from bad to worse. How many have said that since the year began? That things are moving for you from bad to worse. Saizi kila mtu Kristo anaenda mbinguni hata mwenye anashasema. You can't say all of us here, no one has ever said that. See, people are saying that. That for me, things are moving from bad to worse. Meaning what? The 2019 is going to be worse than 2018. And 2018 you even slept with water. See, and the funny part is when you don't have money, njaa inakuvamianga. Okay? There are some problems, or we call it the diseases of the rich, are very funny. People are getting ulcers because they have money, they don't have time to sit and eat. You get it? Now the poor people, they're getting problems of what? No food. That is one. And when they get this food, they have a problem of food poisoning, eating too much. You get that? Food poisoning, because you have a chance. So what do? You want to eat like tomorrow is not there. I always tell people when we are going for lunch, maybe I advise that when you go for lunch there, you behave. Are you together? You are in a 5-star hotel. Hello? You are in a 5-star hotel because the food will be in plenty and you can eat as much as you want. No one will tell you, so you have that freedom. So what will happen is that you want to eat fish, you want to eat pork, you want to eat what you want. At the end of the day, you go home. What happens? The stomach will. So you get it. But when you, for those who have money, they already composed. In fact, some even know I won't even eat lunch. See, no, I just go and take mushroom soup and maybe a glass of water. Are you getting it? And those one, others we are speaking here and saying, hey, let's get on myself. I'm a to the lunch. You get it? Have characters of successful people for 2019. We are going as Super Life to force you to have characters and adapt characters and habits of successful people. Are we together? Now, my 20s before 2020. My 20s before 2020. What do you want? Your first 20. I just want to someone to stand and tell me very fast you are 20 before 2020. Who is able to? You are 20 before 2020. You are 20 goals. You are 20 plans to achieve before 2020. Just 20. Yes. Who can give me very fast? You know, it's February. That's why we needed to do this as early as first day of January. See, as early as first day of January. But it's not too late. Anyone? Just your first 20. Very fast. Hello? Hakuna mtu anajua chenye anataka kupata 20 before 2020. Any other person who knows? One big one. Let me give a very quick one, just to help you understand what I'm talking about. Before 2020, I want to get married, I want to have what? I want to have a car, I want to have this one, like the first 20. So that you put it down. That is only the tracker that will help you if you are achieving or if you are not achieving. See, is that fine? So who knows? The first 5 before 2020. 10, let's say 10. 10. You are 10 before 2020. Yes, madam. Just that. Yes.
One of my 10-20 is to finish my master's.
Finish my master's.
Then another one is to pay for my sister's school fees.
Pay for her sister's school fees. Achieve a car.
With my dad's house.
Do what?
Build a house for my dad.
Build a house for your dad. Or be in your house of your dad. Build. Okay? Those are 3. Oh, those are 4. Okay?
Another one is to have my own wholesale shop.
To have?
My own wholesale shops.
Closet.
Wholesale shop.
Wholesale shop. Okay? Another one? To live a lifestyle that she wants. Okay. Any other person? Yes. Very fast, huh? Very fast.
Super life.
Life is super.
My 10-20 goals. Number 1, to build my mom a 4-bedroom house. Number 2, to buy prime land worthy 10 million Kenya shillings. Number 3 is to take my parents for a holiday for 2 weeks. Number 4 is to have a car for myself before 2020. And before 2020, to pay my bride price. Number 6, right? Mm-hmm. Number 6 is to expand my business all over Africa. Number 7 is to educate all my young brothers. And number 9 is personal development. And the last one, number 10, is to travel the world. Thank you.
My point is, you see those one, huh? Now write them down. First write them down. After writing them down, start prioritizing which one needs to come first. You get that? But you need to be 20. So once you hit it, you do what we call repeat habit. What did you do that made you achieve that? Are you getting that? So now people have started thinking, kuna hata wasichana wajaoleka hata they are not even thinking on how to get married 2019. Are you getting that? And boys, young men, they are not even also thinking that it's not in their priority list for 2020. Monthly goals. Monthly goals. What are these monthly goals that you want? Also specify them. Also specify them. The monthly goals. For January is gone. For February, what is that you want? Madam said this. In the first month, if she doesn't make what? 1 million Kenya shillings, and a chance of her life. You see, what will make her get it is the way she's talking about it. There is that burning desire attached to it. Well, let's say this, when you want to do this super life, have what we call a burning desire, a PhD. A PhD. Pain, hunger, and desire for success. Pain, hunger, and desire for success. It's not about pain, just pain for nothing. It's not about this PhD, you go to school, you become a lecturer, you become what. At the end of the day, you are just going to strike. Are you getting that? Hello? Yes. We are dealing with, do we have a lecturer today? He's not there. They're having issues. How many people are interacting with lecturers? Nairobi University, Kenyatta University, or whatever university. They're having issues. Are you getting that? They're not paid. But they have gone to school well. They're impacting knowledge, but they're not paid. So what do you need to do? I want to have a PhD myself. Before I always say this, before I go down there, I must have a title of a doctor. Even if it's doctor in theology, even if it's doctor in what, but I must have a doctorate degree. That one I must. And the title of as Dr. Ellis. Are we together? Yes. That one, I am very much certain of it. So you need to have the burning desire. That is PhD. The other calls it, the one from school they call it permanent head damage. No, we're talking about pain, hunger, and desire for success. Unless you have that, whatever you do, you're doing it with a lot of pain. Most of people are getting what they're getting because they're comfortable with it. Okay? Where's Victor? Victor?
Right here.
Yes. And Dennis, you had a talk yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How did you result?
We resulted to, he was to attend these, and then from the knowledge that we are going to get from these, you're going to set bigger goals.
Okay. Yesterday, just to share a little bit about Victor. Victor wanted, was it before August?
Yes.
Yeah, before August, his goal was to have accumulated 200,000 Kenya shillings. Victor, someone has only. Look at that. So that one was just going to take you in a comfort zone. There's nothing much. In super life, that one, in fact, just need to do 2-3 things and you relax. You get it? Yeah. You must have a burning desire. You must have something that when you think about, yesterday Dr. Jonas asked us something. Have you ever thought of the worst in your life? Have you ever thought of the worst? You imagine yourself, yani umekufa. Are you getting that? Of course that is the worst, huh? She's telling me I have 7 minutes. Have you ever imagined that? Imagining of the worst. What will happen? Because you have imagined. Now, can you start working to prevent that worst? You get it? But people, we are so, I always give this one. You know, we were taught that being Christianity is being humble. So you end up until poverty also humbles you. Because, are you getting that? Because we are taught that way. You must be humble. So you are humble. Now this humbleness takes you nowhere. Instead of this humbleness taking you upward, it takes you where? You getting that? So we end up calling rich people arrogant. Okay, you get that? But they are just themselves. Because they speak their mind. Poor people don't speak their mind. I tell you for free. There's no poor person who is bold to speak the truth. Never. You get that? There is no poor person. So, we are humbled by circumstances. We are humbled by situations. And we are humbled by people. But not that the nature, not that we have the nature of humbleness. It's not there. Totally, it's not there. And that's why in Zambia I tell people, I pray God to give people in the church money, even if it's for 1 month or 2 months, so that their characters can come out. Because the churches today is carrying pretense. So many people are pretending because they are broke, so they have no choice. Akipanguzia pastor kiatu, atapewa chakula. You get it? So ana humble. Immediately he gets money. What happens? He can never. Anauliza mimi nikupanguzie kiatu. Are you out of your mind? And the pastor is this not person who has just been wiping my shoes? Huh? You get that? Because now he has what? He has money. So poverty has humbled so many people. And that is what we are doing. What? We want to let God just give you money. Please. How many people go to church? Okay? Go and tell pastor to pray to God to give people money, even if it's for 2 months. He will know the characters of people in that church. Otherwise, there are people who will die when they are still pretending that they are humble. Are we together? Yes. Let's go just give people money in the church. Just in the church. I don't want to this. Because 2, I think I have 3 minutes. 2, people who are stingy are found in the church. Stingy. Yani watu wameshikilia pesa zao. They are in the church. I was doing a business. Sometimes I do business with both people in the bars and in the church. But good businesses you get them in the bar. Are you getting that? In the bar is where you can get a deal. Someone says, no, that will just come tomorrow. I'll sort it out. You get it? But in the church, they don't. They will tell you, okay, come tomorrow and try in the office. When you go to the office, it's not there. Because he doesn't want to tell you tomorrow I won't be there. You get it? So he feels that if he tells you tomorrow I won't be there, you'll be offended. So what happens? Just come tomorrow. When you go tomorrow, he's not there. I'm a Christian, huh? And I go to church. Okay, even tomorrow I'll go. But the truth is, there's too much pretense. Where? In the church. We need to end it. Do you know why there's too much pretense? Because people are broke. Are we together? Yes. Let's find something to do. And that's why Superlife is giving you that opportunity to get the freedom. You know, sometimes we talk about financial freedom. You know what comes with financial freedom? How many people knows what comes with financial freedom? Financial freedom comes even with your own freedom. Yes. Because now you can speak. A very quick example, you get it, huh? When we'll be going for lunch, watakuwa wameweka vijiko na kisu na kitu kingine ya kujifunika, quite something. You get it, huh? Now, what will happen is this. Because you don't have money, you will know that that is a must for you to use. Are you getting that? Yes. But if you're going to use your money in the pocket, you know very well that this food is for you to eat. It doesn't care what you're going to use. So if you don't know how to use the spoons, you will wash your hand. And then in fact, you can even tell them, imagine now. And then you eat with a lot of confidence. But because you don't, umepelekwa Kempiski, umeletwa hapa Sarova, umeweka kijiko na kuna kuku na unataka kuangana na kisu na haujui. So what will happen? Itakuangukia, inaangukia mwenye ako next because you have no freedom to say, please help me with what? Water. I want to wash my hands. Eat it. I tell you that. I'm a lawyer, and you believe that as lawyers, kuku haijai kuliwa na kisu. Are you getting that? That one I believe. We as lawyers believe that. Okay? So that freedom is going to give you and make you take what you have to take as you. You make a decision as you. You are able to tell no. You are able to say yes. You are able to say, I will see. Let me tell you, the most and the hardest word to use is no. Many people don't know how to say no. And it takes courage and freedom for you to say no. Okay? Where is the MC? So, have you highlighted those for planning? Those are just for planner. 2019, planner. So use it to guide you to set your goals for 2019.
A clap, a stamp, a drop, a drop, a clap, a drop, a stamp.
You find yourself somewhere and actually money is coming to your life and nobody is actually paying those people to work on your behalf. Multiplication, duplication, that concept really impressed me. And I said, okay, let me research more. Of course, the first time I found a lot of, negative information, people saying, oh, these people, they're just called people, they go and take pictures of one car, everybody takes it and they say they have been awarded those cars, the way they say they're not honest. But I researched. I really, really researched. I found that the richest people in this world, they rely on this concept.
Yes.
Presidents, Bill Gates, the owner of Amazon, Michael Zuckerberg. Those people, the only reason why they are rich, senselessly rich, is because they have used this principle. So I said, I want to be part of them. And I started researching about the companies that do this work. And I did not actually do local. In fact, what I was thinking from the first time is that I don't want those people who have already been corrupted in Kenya. I want first of all to get somebody, from another country. Then I come and do the principle here in a nice way, such that people will stop now looking at this thing in a negative way. But when I was researching, I got, data, I got the #1 company, I got the compensation plans, I started reading, and out of all those research that I did, and I'm telling you, I did a research like 2 months, Kenyan and non-Kenyan, I said Superlife is the best. I was researching and I was not a member yet. Yes. So I had an option to take any other company. Yes. I can tell you for sure, I got companies that were offering me the membership free, products free, from other countries, so that I can give them the opportunity to come and set base in Kenya. But I said no. I have found the one. Superlife. So that is how I found myself in Superlife, and I was able to contact our very able leaders, and then we were able to start Club for Superlife. So this, when you see me here, you should be actually happy because you made the right decision.
Amen.
This is the best company that you can ever have. When I was looking for a place, I was looking for a company that is not noise making. Noise makers, they lie.
Yes.
They lie. They tell you, I have earned $2,000 US. You tell them, please open for me your system. They tell you the system is not working. I'm telling you the truth. People who lie. People who will con you and they leave their money. People whose compensation plan is not what they say. You know, they don't change people's lives. So this one, and especially also a network marketing that is professional. For me, my background is very professional. How Superlife does things is extremely professional. And if you want to go far, you don't do things using your own feelings. No. You do things using a certain system. And there's a way of doing things. There are things that you don't argue with, like facts, like principles, like systems. Let me tell you the truth. Even if you're not born again, you know, people, they will say that the secret to everything is born again, is being born again. Sometimes it's not a good principle because they will lie to you. The thing is, even if you don't go to church and follow some certain principles in your life, you get some results. But if you go to church and continue saying amen, you will say amen until Jesus comes, and there's nothing that will come. I'm telling you the truth. But because Superlife uses some systems and some professionalism when they're doing their business, that's why you see people dressing like this. And that's why you're also seeing a bit of few people, because the truth is not celebrated by everybody. Yes. There are people when you tell them the truth and you give them lies that are sugary, they will take the lies. But because here we talk about the truth, those people who accept it, you will see how they change. But before no time, this gospel is going to reach everybody. Yes. Isn't it? Yes. We are getting somewhere, right? So just very quickly before I finish, I'd like to share with you what are the secrets to what I feel is the secret to where I am. Personal experience, not Google. Not Google, not, I had my own, because I have so much. In my office I have lawyers that I manage. I have admins, I have clerks, I have so many people, and on top of that, I am a committee, I sit in different places. Kenya Property Developers Association, all those places, and I'm able to manage. How? How do I do that? Number one, there's focus. Focus. You see, focus is not determined by what you feel today, the circumstances of today. Focus is being able to decide. When you decide that this is the way, this is what I want to do, the way you keep doing it in a focused manner, as in, you don't allow yourself to be swayed from this way to this way. You know, there are those people, when they hear something new today, they actually forget what they did yesterday. Yes. And now they start saying, this one could be good, this one could be better. You understand? When you decide that you're doing something, can you get focused on it? Can you give it time? Because even as you get focused, everything that you do has stages. You cannot say that you want to buy a car worth maybe 20 million. And the starting savings that you have is how much? Maybe 1 million. Can you say that tomorrow now you are ready? It's not possible, right? When you set that thing that you want to do, like Mr. Helms have told us, setting goals, you must be focused to follow through them. Definitely, right? So, in the focus is when you set your goals. Because as you focus and you're not seeing where you're going, then it also becomes an effort in futility, isn't it? Because if you can't see it, then you cannot achieve it. You have to be focused on something that is so clear that anything that distracts you on the road, on the way, it doesn't have your attention. The only way you can be able to do that is when you have the goals set and you know the route towards that. Because you know very well if you're right now in Nairobi and you take a flight that is taking you to Amsterdam, then on the way you decide, that was not the one where I was going, and you start changing route when you're already on air. Is it possible? It's not possible. You end up being, sour. So the other thing is consistency. Is consistency. All my life, when I look at from the time I was struggling and now, and the time I got a small job in a law firm, I became very consistent. As in, it was so, you could not fail to notice me. I was ensuring that when I get that job, I will make sure that I come very early. I make sure that I do I follow the rules the way they are done, such that the people who are now my bosses, they will see my consistency and trust me more. If you're not consistent, even in super life, today you are there, tomorrow is lukewarm. You are excited today, tomorrow you are complaining. Consistency. You don't do the business today, you do tomorrow. Do you think there will be consistency results? Because consistency of action births consistency of results. Sawa. The other thing that has worked for me is being action-based. Action-based. And this one is in direct contrast with procrastination. This is a disease, by the way, to most of the people. Someone will say, hey, this thing is so good, I am going to do it. You are going to do it. Then you start going. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. 2019, done. In fact, there are those people, just think at the back of your head, and especially put yourself in the box of super life. Since you became a member, how many strategies have you postponed? How many calls have you postponed calling? How many meetings have you not set? But everything is in your pipeline. Just give an example of me when I came to Superlife. If I had started the research and all that, and I say, okay, I have gotten the information, I will do it. Do you think I'll be here? It's not possible. So anytime you see something that is good, just take action. Do not procrastinate. Do not wait, because you don't know how long that space, that opportunity is going to be with us. You can wait and find that by the time you're taking action, it's too late. Or even maybe the person you were intending to call will have been called by Mama Africa. So by the time you call that person, these people are stealing my people. Please, take action. Time waits for no one. So if my philosophy, even in the office, is today, today. Our motto is today, today. Meaning that anything that can be done today will not wait for tomorrow. And trust you me, that has really given us results. Even if it's relating to your own personal life, anything that needs to be done today, if it's to declutter, if it's to reply to emails, if it's to, anything that needs to be done today, let it not wait for tomorrow. Are we in agreement? Yes. Good. Now the other thing, quit excuses. Totally. there are people who they are in their comfort zones of excuses. As long as they have an answer to the circumstances that they are having right now, they are just okay. Why is it that you're late to work? It's because there was jam. Why is it that you have not done this? I thought it is not important. Why is it that this is not working? It's because there is no internet. As in, you practically have answers for everything that is not done. Do we do that? Do we do that? Can we give examples of some of the things that we give excuses for? Okay, I'm going to talk to people today. Excuses. What excuses have you given recently?
Super life. Life is super. Super life. Life is super. Yesterday, we was at the beginning of this week. There was a client I was supposed to see on was it on Wednesday? And then we postponed till yesterday. We were meeting the client only to find that she already took some medicine from another company, other supplements. So we were like, okay, we were just told to wait until at least until May, and then when I felt bad.
What are some of the excuses that you've given recently?
Super life.
Life is super.
Okay. I think I have one that I almost give excuse every day from, and it's about the training at 7. Every time I'm being, I was like, hey, you're supposed to come at 7, what happens? I'll be like, I know sometimes I oversleep, sometimes I stay awake the whole night, but I'll still be late. So I'll be like, traffic, or maybe 1, 2, 3, but drop it on. I can make it at 7. And my people
and that translates to your own social lives. What cliques do you have in your social life? How do you spend time with your friends? Which kind of your friends are you investing in? Because every relationship that you have must mean something to you. You decide between Friday and Sunday, which day is your planning day. Because if you don't plan, you find yourself in a chaotic world where you want to do everything at the same time. And by the end of the day, you find that you're doing nothing. So for me, strictly between Friday and Sunday, and mine most of the time is Sundays afternoon, after church, I get at least 2 to 3 hours. That is, I look at my diaries, I reflect, I see the email, the appointments that are coming, what I was to review for last week, and I look at the entire month how it's looking like. And I'm able to say, on Mondays, I am in the office. When you plan your week in a good way, you find that yourself is very organized, and you can actually have very few meetings, but very productive. For example, on Monday, when you want to have a meeting with me on Monday out of my office, it will not work. Because on Mondays, I have planned to be in the office and ensure that I've looked at my team. I meet people who are very, to plan the week, and I am not available for other things outside there. But if it's on a Tuesday, my Tuesday, I am free to meet people outside the office. I'll do my marketing, I'll meet my associates, I'll do strategy meetings out there on a Tuesday. On a Wednesday, I'll do my marketing meetings. And that is how my days are. Or you have to ensure that you will not plan like me, but you need to look at your own special circumstances and plan your week. But when you're planning that week, you must have some tools that will help you to plan your week. Because when you're planning, you are looking at the bigger picture. This is what you wanted to achieve. this is what you are, where you are, and this is what is remaining. What should I do this week that has an impact? And in your week, don't plan like so many things you want to achieve everything in the same week. No. Make sure that at least 2 to 3 major achievements for that week. You say this week, if I am able to do this, if I am able to achieve this week, I will have achieved. It will be some, and then it makes sure it then matter. It then translates to the fact that you know where to focus your energy to. But if you are not organized, you cannot tap your energy. Then it means that you will be everywhere, anytime available. Friday comes or Saturday, and then there's nothing that you have been able to achieve. So how do you plan your day? Nowadays, technology has made things very easy. If you are working and you don't have a diary, please. Who has no diary here? Do you have a diary? Yes. Hey, thank God. No diary. Okay, I want to those who don't have diaries. Please. And diaries, you know, some people think that you must have those people who are making a lot of money, or those people who are, you know, certain class of people, they're supposed to have diaries. You, everyone, must be able to have their own planning, regardless. So, anytime you're going for a meeting, or anytime you're receiving a call or making a call, please make sure you have your diary and your pen. So that you're checking, as you talk to somebody, then you're able to plan your day. And anytime you go to a meeting, you still have that diary, and make sure you write notes in that diary, because it will remind you. It will remind you what you agreed with that person, what is the next course of action, and you avoid even having to spoil relationships because you're taking too much that you're not able to manage. If you don't have a hard diary, and maybe for one reason or the other you've forgotten it, open your phones. Who doesn't have a phone here? Who doesn't have a phone? Everybody has a phone. When you go to Play Store, there are so many apps that manage ourselves. You can go, you can open a to-do list, you can open any do. It's a very, very nice app. It will manage your own personal life and business life. So if in case you have forgotten, there are so many applications that you can use on your phone that anytime you're talking to somebody, you just click, you check how your day is looking like, how your week is looking like, how your month is looking like, and you're able to do that. And then, the last one, please open your mind to 24 hours economy. Let us not, you know, we are here, we are saying the way Superlife has given us a timeless opportunity, you know, borderless opportunity, but in our minds, we are still at 8 to 5. Are we doing well? We're not doing well. So if we have borderless, timeless opportunity, why should we restrict our minds? That no, I cannot call a client past 5. I cannot have a meeting past 5 or earlier than 8. Or we cannot come to training at 7. Yet we are saying that we are having an opportunity that is not available to everybody else. Are we doing well? Isn't it? So let us open our minds to 24-hour economy and also appreciate the nature of opportunity that we have right now. It will help us to expand our minds and get more desire and more passion to work it out. And lastly, please be a reader. If you wait all the time for information to come from Mr. Elliams, to come from a motivational speaker, to come from Madam Mama Africa, my friend, you'll be so limited. Have a habit of reading, research, be good in research. Get information as much as possible. Attend as many seminars as possible. It's not just about seminars about Superlife, but you can go to seminars that make people personal development. Like for example, I am not a director there, but I like people who are doing good things. When you make money here in Superlife, how do you want to use it? How do you want to use it? There's a very nice company that teaches people how to use their money as well, to manage their finances. You can only know these things when you read, when you research, and the opportunities for reading are so many. As long as you have your phone, you can read as much as possible. How did I know about Superlife? Because I read, isn't it? So let us not be far from reading. As long as you have information, information is power. Thank you so much.
Stay on the beat.